Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Society, the Emperor's Challenge, where we are doing Research Collector and Aggressive Champion with our intrepid leader, Anna. From Russia, I just learned. Very nice. Alright, Proskirakova, I think is her last name? Proskirakova? I don't know. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. I think it's Proskirakova. Let me know. Alright, so we want to start with doing some research. And we want to wait on spending the insight because the more research we unlock, the better our study token will get. So we are going to start with observations. Observations specifically allows us to advance through research faster. We definitely want to do that. And it will let us start by learning a naturalist, engineer, or archaeologist perk. And I think we're going to learn a naturalist perk for once. We almost always do engineer when we get this option, but we're going to give Anna a naturalist perk instead. Which one should she get? I don't actually know. Let's give her... I was going to say let's give her geology. Yeah, you know what? Let's give her geology. I think that's where we want to go. Okay. I was checking to see... Because, again, Anna is mentoring Ivan right now. So Ivan has a chance of getting more perks from her, I believe. And so I want to make sure anything she learns is stuff that Ivan can't learn. Ivan can learn geology. It's right here. But I think we're going to level him an athlete anyway, so that doesn't actually matter. Alright, and then we'll take some additional insight. Very nice. And we get to choose this time how we want to improve our study. Now, because of the Emperor's Challenge we're on, we probably do want to study, even though it's a bad choice compared to the other two. Normally, I'd take some status or some gold instead. But because we just want to max out how much research we're getting, this is probably the better choice. And then we're going to take +2 study when spending insight. Again, maxing out our study. And we're getting more status from study now. Awesome. Naturalists, engineers, and archaeologists gain +1 study when they succeed on the adventure wheel. Okay. And we got some more research now. +0 to 1 research from study again. We'll take our extra supplies. Yeah, that's very important. More research. And we are just short of getting our last paper here. So we will go and spend 1 insight in Berlin. And Anna is definitely the right choice. You can see right now we're getting 25 to 55 research and 5 to 10 status from 5 study tokens. And that should actually be enough to fill out our challenge as well. We're at 184. Now we're at 200. There we go. There's our first trophy for 200 research. What's our next bonus? 400. So we've got a ways to go. All right, let's grab our last paper there. And we're going to take an extra good look when we go to nature challenges because we are leveling Anna's naturalist first. And we're going to take the 0 to 1 research from study. And we want to gain more renown from one of our tokens. It's definitely going to be research. There we go. Now, I'm going to wait to unlock another tree. I can only unlock history right now. We have to wait till our next expedition to unlock any of these 4. And I really want nature sciences. Again, really good for research. So I'm going to wait, and then next time we're at the world map, we'll do nature sciences. Okay. However, that's not going to prevent me from spending my insight. We'll do that first while we have the opportunity. I could just save the insight. I'm trying to just decide if that's better. That might be better. But I think the way this works is that you can only save the number that's the second number. So you can only save 3. So we should spend 1, and then we'll save the other 3. Alright, there we go. Again, that does give us enough to unlock another tree, but we want to wait and unlock nature sciences, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, let's take a look at our gold and status. Now, we don't have enough status to really do much, but we could gain a student. +1 to 2 research from study. Probably should have done that earlier if we could afford it, but we couldn't because students are expensive. So that actually doesn't matter. Is there anything here we want? Not really. So yeah, I think we're just going to wait. We're going to try to afford that student next time we come back, and we should be able to. And we'll have to try to remember to grab that before we do anything else. Alright, let's look at our item shop. Compass for naturalist navigation, and monkey wrench for engineer advanced tool. Let's take a look at that grappling hook I was talking about. Yes, gives you nimble and escape artist, and Hattis has neither. So as soon as we can afford that grappling hook, we will give that to Hattis, and that will take care of this perk that we skipped, this nimble perk. Very nice. We'll go ahead and upgrade the shop once, sure. And that gives us access to the machete. Does Ivan have stamina? No, he does not, and he can't learn it. So we'll give him the machete. That'll be a good perk for him to have. He now is a level 4 athlete. That's awesome. And we have enough to upgrade the shop once more if we want to, or we could try to get a decent book or a decent gloves. And I think I will do that. I think I'll grab a decent gloves for Hattis. There we go. That just gives her a little more attack power. It's not a lot more, but it'll help her AoE be a tad better. Okay, very good. I think we're ready to go on our next expedition. We did not get the influential because we couldn't recruit 2 specialist entourages with the little amount of status we had, so Ravelo will get 2 points from that. But we did fill out our aggressive champion and our research collector, so he won't get any points there, which is good. Alright, which expedition do we want to go on? We can go to the Caribbean Island if we want. There's lots of research there, so that's probably the best choice for us. And a good amount of nature challenges, which we do like. I think that's the obvious choice. There's the 2 points for Ravelo. Let's move along. Okay, finally you can start your search for Roach's treasure. Excellent. The treasure was once stolen from the Spanish Silver Fleet, and it should be somewhere on this pristine and beautiful island. There is our end goal. The crew sets foot on the island, looks around. Just when Anna finds some man-made debris and realizes this island is not uninhabited, you've got company. Smugglers. Alright, we gotta fight them. I feel slightly better about electrocuting and poisoning and hitting smugglers than sheep, honestly. I don't know what that says about me. Okay, well, that's a good start. Sure. Let's just throw an arrow across those first 2. And maybe either Anna or Ivan. Probably Ivan. Look at that attack power for Ivan. 39. It's really high. Maybe Ivan can just take out this guy in one shot. He can. I love that attack animation. We're not going to get the efficient. That's for hitting 3 people with 1 AoE. There's no way we're going to get that on this expedition. Or in this fight, I should say. But we did get our aggressive champion. 3 more to go. Not too bad. Alright, with the smugglers out of the way, we can now explore the island. Let's go. And 2 empty nodes to start with. Wow. Well, let's go to the one that's more central, in case there's stuff to see. Nothing of interest, alright. And we have 2 technique challenges, a possible nature challenge, a possible wits challenge, and a supply. So maybe let's go in a half circle here. We would really like this to be either an engineer or a naturalist challenge, but athlete would be okay too. Let's see what it is. Oh, the rundown treehouse, okay. The only way up is an old decaying ladder. Climbing it seems the only way to reach the treehouse, but if someone falls, you might lose resolve. So you decide to let only one person up. A rogue or an engineer could be useful for exploring the treehouse. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a rogue, and our engineer is the one who can't climb the ladder. So we'll go ahead and send Ivan up. Why not? And hopefully he can figure something out anyway. Ivan has made it into the treehouse. Someone must have been hiding here a long time ago. It's desolate now. Let's look around. We've got a pile of rubble. There's a skeleton underneath. Seems to be a sailor from the Spanish fleet. What was he hiding from? And he's holding something. He's got a romantic letter addressed to his girlfriend. Ivan memorizes some of the romantic lines, which could be useful in campaigns. Okay. Let's look through the window. Nothing exciting. We just saw the surroundings. And let's look at the rug. Ivan picks up the rug. While doing so, he notices a safe behind the rug. A dangerous item is painted on it. We have no chance of opening this. We would have needed Anna up here to do so, and she couldn't climb the ladder. So I'm not going to take the risk, the 9% chance, and we're just going to leave the treehouse. Very nice. We found that jewel, though, so that's worth a little bit for us. Okay. Now, I was talking about going this direction, but there is a nature challenge over here, and I do want to check that out. Okay, in distant places, you are bound to make some discoveries. While exploring, Anna asks someone to keep their eyes open for things like that. Anna's going to look for the natural oddities because she is an excellent naturalist. And she finds a new type of beetle. Anna's happy with the find, but Ivan is slightly disgusted. Anna quietly creeps up to Ivan and asks him if he's ready for the next science test. You know, science is important and cool. Alright, Anna. Time to do a test. Anna has prepared a test with all kinds of words of encouragement in the margins, such as, you can do it, or science is fun. It helped. Ivan learned all about... What does he learn about? So we could give him another naturalist perk, or we could get a discovery. I mean, overall, the discovery is probably more useful, but there may be opportunities where it would be helpful to have more levels of naturalist. And I think there's a card that Ivan gets that gives a study based on the amount of naturalists we have in the party. So I think I'm going to continue leveling him as a naturalist with this this encounter. So do we want physics, biology, or geology? He can learn geology and biology, but we skipped biology, and we'll probably skip geology as well. So that doesn't really affect it. Let's give him biology. That might come in handy. All right, excellent. Again, 2 empty nodes. Hopefully one's the hidden hoard. Let's check it out. Nope, nothing of interest. All right. We do have something interesting here. Resources can be gained. That could be interesting. Let's go check it out. And there is a counter. In the darkest part of the jungle, you spot something interesting. A banana grove with rare plants. Collecting them will yield new findings, but you hear the rumbling of monkeys coming closer. Should we make a run for it or collect the plants? And we're going to collect the plants, definitely. You're doing well. You already collected a Bellis caribus and a Lufa similius. There are many more to find. There's obviously more here, but the monkeys are coming closer. It sounds like there are many of them. You continue gathering the plants. Yes, we do. We collect many rare flowers and herbs. What a catch. There's obviously more here, but the monkeys are coming closer. Do we continue? Yes, we do. Success! We gathered all of the plants. And we still managed to get away before the monkeys arrive. Because we're awesome. Look at all that research. 18 study tokens already. Not bad. And we have a epic encounter. We might do that. We'll take a look. The jungle seems bountiful, but is hard to traverse. You could spend a supply to explore the deep jungle. Yeah, okay, one supply's okay. We'll get rid of that to explore, sure. And we don't find anything. That's unfortunate. But there is our campfire story. Let's take a look. Stories of suspense. Level 2 quick thinkers gain +5 speech. Okay, that's interesting, but not that exciting. Polymath, that's the one we looked at last time. Currently we're 0 renown. Alright, because we don't have any archaeologist perks. That is the problem. You know what? We may never have an archaeologist. So we'll probably just discard that, now that I think about it. We get 8 study or field research. 4 study per level of naturalist in your crew. Currently 28 study. That's incredible. That's really good. But we are going to get more. We're going to have more later. So I'm going to hold on to that. It's tempting to get that amount just for early, just to have it early. Right now, study tokens are worth 5 to 12 research. 5 to 12 research and 28 of them, that's a lot. We're talking hundreds of research here. And early on, that could make a big difference. Is that worth waiting and getting, well, probably 3 or 4 more levels? Yeah, probably. Yep, we're just going to keep that. We're going to hold on to it. In the meantime, we'll just grab 8 study. Not nearly as good as 28, but hopefully this will mean we get a better reward later. I don't know, I'm so tempted to take it now, though. So tempted to take that 28 study just to have it early, just to get it right now. Thinking. We're going to wait. We're going to be good. We're going to hold ourselves in. We're going to wait and get that 28 research later on when it's worth even more. And we'll just take 8 study. Very nice. I mean, it does take us to 26 so far. Alright, Collector of Study. We got that. Very good. Mr. and Mrs. Friendly we're probably not going to do. We're working on Aggressive Champion, and we're working on Research Collector. Alright. Do we want to do this epic encounter? Sure, why not? Let's take a look. It's probably the Titan Ape. Yep, it is. As you walk through the jungle, you spot a big shadow jump away further into the woods. It looks big and intimidating. Let's take a risk. And there it is, the Titan Ape. What a rare, magnificent creature. We disrupted his meal, and he's not pleased about it. Ivan parries the blow, and the encounter starts. Our first rank 3 encounter. We're going to use our normal tactics here, use our AoEs at the very start, try to take out the monkeys, and then we will attack the ape. Alright. So, let's see here. Can we get a really good piercing shot? That's always the question. Not from this angle. Maybe from a slightly different angle? Oh, it's close. Not quite. Wow. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try a couple different places. Nope, can't quite do it. We can do that, which isn't bad. Sure, we'll do that. At least then we get a little damage on the ape as well. Not the end of the world that we didn't get all 3 in one shot. Would have been nice, but cool. Making sure there's no monkey behind the Titan ape. Sometimes there's one that hides back there. I don't see one though. And we'll bring Ivan over. And we will pinning strike the ape, so that hopefully he's forced to attack Ivan. That didn't seem to work last time, but I'm willing to try again. And then we will attack this last monkey. Oh, we can't actually quite take him out. Fascinating. I mean, maybe we'll roll high. We'll try anyway. We did roll high. Excellent. Okay, that was a good start. Okay, the ape is going to buff himself up a little bit. And we'll go ahead and go to town on him. And I'd like to move Ivan back here. There we go. I'm going to slightly separate my crew, not because there's any particular AoE that matters right now, but just because it's good practice to get into. Separate your crew a little bit and make sure they're not all going to get AoE'd down. Let's see here. We do have a motion spreader. Get 3 opponents confident. We are not going to do that. Maybe if another monkey gets close, we can try, but chances are that's not going to happen. Pretty good damage. Fortunately, Ivan's decently tanky early on in the game. And we're going to continue hitting him. We do have more monkeys coming, but they shouldn't be able to reach us next turn. Nope. So we can just continue for now. We'll worry about that when and if they get here. I don't think they're going to get here in time, it turns out. There we go. Should be able to finish off the Titan Imp next turn, probably. Alright, not bad. Totally acceptable for him to just keep hitting Ivan. That's fine by me. We probably could go AoE these monkeys down if we wanted to. I mean, I know there's not much point to it, but we could do it. Should we? Just to show them who's boss. Yeah, there we go. There you go, Anna. It's good for Anna to cut loose occasionally. You know. The noble scientist in our party that claims to love all living things. Yeah, that person. And then we'll just finish off the Titan Ape here with Ivan. A very, very easy fight. Not bad at all. Ravelo does get a few points there, but we're still decently ahead of him, and we will make sure that continues. The Titan is broken and defeated. You capture the ape with relative ease. This ape will be a central attraction in zoos and circuses all over the world. That's a little sad, but, you know, we're not necessarily the best people. Let's put it that way. Alright, we have 1 research from study. There's 1 research extra from study. 6 study in general. 2 collect if you resolve an encounter aggressive, or 2 study if you resolve an encounter aggressive, and I think that is the obvious choice. There we go. Okay, so now we have a few options. We can go do an aggressive combat. We have a new nature challenge, which might be nice. Let's go do that, and then we'll loop over here if we want to. A magnificent view, a waterfall into a deep cave. Okay, let's take a closer look. Someone must stay behind to secure the ropes, while the others rappel into the cave. A strong athlete might be best suited, and Ivan, indeed, does a good job. Securing the rope was not an easy task, but Ivan's strength is formidable. The other crew members slide down the rope into the dark cave. The rope is not long enough to get to the bottom of the cave. The cave becomes more rugged, and you need to find a path to work your way down. A survivalist might know the best route. Unfortunately, we don't have a survivalist, and Anna's the best shot, 46%. We'll go ahead and try it. Sure, why not? If we lose a resolve, not the end of the world right now. And she did indeed make it. Nice. Anna navigates the cave like a true pathfinding expert. Nice job, Anna. You're not an expert, but you pretended well. The crew makes it to the bottom of the cave safely. Let's see what we find. The waterfall plunges into a curious underground lake. Apart from that, you don't see much. A naturalist might know what to look for, though. And indeed she does. The slight luminescence, the rejuvenating smell, Anna is sure this lake is different. She takes a sample and tests it, and the hypothesis was correct. This is the fabled Lake of Life. The story goes that it could heal any disease. Anna assures the crew that this is a load of bull. It can merely heal any bacterial disease. I mean, that's a decent point. Nice job sciencing there, Anna. Gain a treasure of the Water of Life, and look at all that study. Wow. Water of Life. 3 to 5 research from discovery, 2 resolve, or 3 collect and 3 study. We don't have any discovery right now, so that's probably not going to help us too much. 3 collect and 3 study is nice, but I actually think I'll take the 2 resolve. We've had some resolve problems recently, and we can always trade it later at different villages in other expeditions for bonuses if we really want to. Alright, and Anna leveled up from all that. Very nice. +1 study whenever you enter a nature challenge, that could be good. Or, Anna's surrounding enemies gain a terrified each turn. Interesting. I think I'm going to take the study. I think that's the right choice in this circumstance. Theoretically, I'm not going to want Anna to be surrounded very often. Alright, so we still have another nature challenge or an encounter. We are getting low on supplies, so we have to watch that. But let's go check out this nature challenge. What an enormous tree. Climbing it might reveal information about this island, but you need to be quite the athlete. Fortunately, Ivan is. The climb is successful, and Ivan studies the surroundings. Very good. Gets a little bit of study and some collect. There is some supplies over here, so let's go grab that. A branch hanging over the chasm requires a possibility to take a shortcut. Okay. We're apparently not very good at this. Only a 35% chance, but I'm going to go ahead and risk it because I really want those supplies. And we got it. Very nice. We got unlucky this expedition. Success. We got some gems and we got some supplies. Very nice. Okay, and another encounter here. I would really like to get one more encounter so that our last encounter finishes off this quest before Rivalo can grab it. We also have a quest for a cultural explorer, and there is a culture challenge right here. But we'll run out of supplies. And I'm a little unhappy about that idea. So let's just go here. And I hear something rustling in some of the trees. You immediately think of monkeys, but all of a sudden, 2 smugglers carrying bananas comes descending down. Okay. We're sure to get an extra portion of coconuts if we deliver them to the boss. Anna becomes agitated because she doesn't like being worth just an extra portion of coconuts. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Hattis notices a bunch of bananas needing only a little push to fall into the smugglers. Huh, I've never seen this option before, so I'm going to take it. Hattis throws a small rock at the bananas. They fall exactly on one of the smugglers' heads, and they charge in your direction. Alright, let's see if that gained us any advantage in this fight. Alright, let's start the encounter. What do we got? Yes, it actually severely injured one of the members. That's interesting. Emotion spreader. You get 3 opponents saddened. We're not going to do that, and we're not going to do Mr. and Mrs. Friendly. We're just going to end this fight as soon as possible, and this is a great start. There we go. Nice job, Hattis. We'll let Ivan come over here and deal with this little lady. There we go. Good job, Ivan. Your forte lately seems to be punching women. I'm not sure what that says about you. And, yeah, Anna, cannot quite finish off this guy, actually. She just couldn't get into range. And her AoE is not quite enough. But we might as well do it. And we'll finish him off next turn. There we go. Shoot him in the knee. He can go be a guard in Skyrim or something. I think I've made that joke before. It's such an easy joke. Alright. Nice combat. We got 3 aggressive champions now. Oh, they're going to give us their bananas. Very nice. And Ivan has leveled up. So do we want to give him 25% power when he uses Pinion Strike while we're aggressive? That's pretty nice. Or give Pinion Strike a little bit of AoE. Enemies next to Pinion Strike's target receive 33% of the damage. I think I'm going to prefer that. It comes in handy a little bit more often. I generally use Pinion Strike just to keep a boss busy. And so if it'll damage the mooks around him a little bit, that's pretty nice. Alright. Now we are almost out of supplies. Let's go down to this village and then we'll head to the end. Or maybe the village can sell us some supplies. We'll see. While traveling through a local settlement, Anna spots a small hut where both supplies and items are being sold. Let's take a look at the equipment. We can't afford any of them, so never mind. And yeah, we'll buy 4 supplies for a resolve, sure. That will let us explore a little bit more. So let's go to this technique challenge. I think that's where I want to go. Yeah. Some smugglers are celebrating the haul they just made. They're having a great time, and we can try to steal some of their loot. 54% chance? Not too bad. Let's try for it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice job, Matisse. Manages to sneak in and take a large chunk of their loot. And we get some collect and 1 study. Well, now Rivolo is getting very close to getting this aggressive champion. I don't want to let him do that. We need to get to this end before he can manage it. So we're just going to do probably 1 more and then leave. The crew finds some materials that can be used to create some helpful gear and tools. We'll go ahead and try to do that, sure. This will give us a tool. I think it's too late probably to come in handy too much, but might as well get it. And we'll also get some study. Very nice. And there's our tool. Alright, so we're just going to go here and then back. There's a possibility this is the hidden horde, so we might as well check there rather than go back to somewhere we've already been. It's not, so we'll just end. There we go. You find it, the waterfall rock. The treasure is here somewhere. Let's go. What a fantastic sight. No wonder that pirate chose this place to bury his treasure. Let's look for some ways to set up a defensive camp. We do have a pretty decent chance because Ivan is a fighter. And if we succeed, we all gain jungle defenses, which is very nice. Now, if we fail, we get some debuffs there, which I'm a little worried about. So I'm going to go ahead and use the tool here. 95% chance. Should be very nice. And there we go. So that tool did come in handy after all. Nicely done. We pass the night, and Anna conducts a study to find the treasure. There it is. We're going to prepare to dig it out when you hear a deep laugh from behind. It's the smuggler boss. I heard these rats were on my island, but I didn't think they would be so kind as to find this treasure for me. Get your paws off my booty, landlubbers. He hurls a heavy object toward us. It's a bomb. It's going to blow and take some of the treasure with us. Let's try to defuse it very quickly. And Anna easily does so. Very nice. You're able to secure some extra valuables before the boss arrives. We get an extra treasure hunt. Cool. It seems you won't go down with just an old sea mine. We'll show you what happens when you disrespect my territory. Fellas, get that treasure and crush these landlubbers. Let's go. And here we are. This is going to be our last fight for aggressive champion, which would be very nice. And then we'll see how we did on the research front as well. Okay, so the boss is way over here. We gotta wait for him to get here. It's gonna take him a while. Let's see if Ivan can take out this gal. Yep, he can. Our other option is a motion speaker. That's very unlikely to happen. Getting 3 opponents in a confident emotion is not easy for this crew to do. I mean, we do have She does have a confident attack, but she can't get in range for it. Yeah, alright. There we go. Next turn, we'll bring Ivan back up to meet us, so we have our whole crew together for the boss. And I'll go ahead and try to take this guy out with a confident attack, because, why not? The smuggler boss cannot quite reach us, which is good. We also cannot quite take him out, but we'll give it a shot. Maybe we'll get lucky and roll high. Nope, did not. Okay. But we'll bring Ivan up here. Very good. And bring Anna over, and we'll electrocute him to finish him off. And he did stay confident, so that does keep us... No, never mind, he died. Yeah, that's right, he died, so that goes away. We're not going to get this. We'll stop worrying about it. Alright, and here is the smuggler boss. We can bring Ivan over here to take care of this gal from behind. I think that's probably a good decision. The more of these mooks we can keep under control, the better. And we'll let both Hattis and Anna continue to work on the boss. I'm a little worried about Anna taking enough damage to take her down. But we do have a lot of resolve, so even if that happens, it's not the end of the world. Nope, he's going to go for a Hattis, okay. Decent damage, but I'm not real worried about that. And Ivan finally got some pain back from the woman he's been beating up here, but he's going to continue doing what he's been doing. I mean, you can't deny he's being effective at it. I kind of feel bad because he's probably the nicest person in our crew, and I'm making him beat up all the stragglers in the back line. That feels bad, but, you know. Alright, boss is getting pretty low. Maybe one more turn should do it. Okay, he just buffed himself up. Hopefully he's not even going to get a chance to use that buff. I don't know. Couldn't get Ivan in range, though, so he might survive this turn. We'll just keep electrocuting him. And we'll bring Hattis over here, and she can fire over the canopy. Oh, look how much damage Piercing Shot does. We've left this off cooldown for a very long time now. So it's up to 125% of her attack power. So this is actually more powerful than her normal attack. And there we go. Ravelo gets a couple points. He's going to get Mr. and Mrs. Friendly as well. But we got the aggressive champion, which is what we wanted. Very good. And we'll stay nicely ahead of him. Okay, we rid the island of the boss. The smugglers lie defeated at your feet, and it makes it clear there's more of that to come if the smugglers don't leave quickly. The crew's physical prowess has intimidated the boss, and they run away, vowing to leave you in the island alone, and we can get the treasure. There we go. Okay, your highest level survivalist gains +3 study on survivalist spins. We don't have a survivalist. Your highest level engineer gains +3 study on engineer spins. We do have an engineer, but she's only level 1. Or 20 gold from treasure hunt or a discovery. And I think I'll take this. In the end, this should be more valuable than 1 discovery. Alright, there's the treasure. On to our next expedition. Let's see how we did on our research collector. I doubt we got 400, but it might have been close. We got a lot of study. It was probably in the 30s or 40s. Study tokens. We'll see. And we do get 1 study for each level of engineer in our crew. So, there's an extra one. It's not that great, but it is 1 extra. Better than no extra. Yeah, there we go. Wow. 54 study, which is going to be enough to get that next challenge. Alright, as you return from London, you receive bad news. Ravelo and his crew took care of the elderly when they finished an expedition early, and he granted Ravelo a special title. However, we are going to get a special title because we are going to refrain from doing 2-star expeditions in the future. I'll take that challenge, and that will give us a few extra points. Alright, here we go. We have to send a letter to a Explorer City. Do we want a new Entourage Hall and Trinket Shop, or an Equipment Shop and Entourage Hall? And I think in this circumstance, because the Entourage Hall and Equipment Shop for New Orleans focuses on books, which is good for Devious and Friendly crews, and we are not either of those, we're going to do the one to Constantinople instead. Alright, there's our new shop. And Hattis has leveled up. Let's do that real quick before we take off for the day. Hattis gains +6 attack while your current attitude is Devious, or +1 collect whenever she succeeds on the adventure wheel. I'm going to take the +6 attack. We may not use it that often, but there's going to be the rare opportunity where this could make the difference, so we're going to take it. Alright, and there we go. And we should get our research collector. We did. 6 more points for us. Very nice. And our next one, 600. Very good. Alright, we will do the overmap step next time. And thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please put a like on it. If you want to see more as it comes out, please subscribe. It helps more than you know. As this video is going up, I should be in San Diego already, so I won't be able to reply to comments probably until I get back. I will try to check them occasionally when I have downtime, but I don't know how that will go. So if I don't respond for a couple days, that's why. But don't worry, I will check everything as soon as I get back if I'm not able to while I am away. In the meantime, hope you're enjoying these runs. I certainly am. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.